Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is episode 15 of our Long Live the King playthrough. We are King Sigurdaring of Svipjod, we're immortal, and generally kicking all sorts of ass. Um, we've got a bunch of truces running out in around a year or so, that sort of thing. I would like to take advantage of this rebellion down here in Coronia. So I'm just going to quickly check my military stats. So, because I do have an army raised over here. So if I lose half of this army here, it'll give me 1200, which will put me near to capacity anyway. So normally when you remove troops, it'll be all, hey, you shouldn't do that because you'll be losing troops. So what we're going to do is quickly land them. And you can't declare war with raised troops, of course. And I feel like we can actually do some good here. So if I were to get rid of these guys, yep, 1213 would return home, which would put us near capacity anyway. Do it. Yeah, near capacity. That's fine. This boat can take its time getting back. I don't give a shit about that. And we're going to declare war on this dude and see what happens. So we declared war for this place in there. Call in, raise up. We're hitting him as hard as we possibly can. Let's go. I don't want to be in the army, of course. Yep, okay. So they're going to say, unfortunately, we can't enter your war at this time, and that's all because that war immediately became invalid. As soon as we declared war on him, he said, right, fuck this, I'm out. Which, you know what? Fair. We're not going to declare war on Coronia because this guy will be a dick. And I just have a sneaking suspicion that he would get a fuck ton of event spawn troops. Just a sneaking suspicion. Maybe I save scummed slightly. Maybe. Okay, this guy wants to be seer. Who's our current seer? Current seer is a lunatic with syphilis, so yes. We will have a new seer. Had to have a bit of a sneeze there. If it clicked, that's why. And because my new headset's mute function isn't a button anymore, it's actually a, what do you call it? No, we shouldn't have this guy be our courtier, like our fucking physician either, if there's a better dude for the job. There we go. Yeah, my new headset doesn't have a mute button on it. You've got to actually raise and lower the boom, which is fine. It's manageable. It's okay. Fuck off. I do need a new husband for my daughter here. I don't really have the need of a non-aggression pact. So let's try and find somebody in the realm that she can marry. Male, not married, not a ruler. That does make it a little bit weirder though. Let's try in the court. Somebody of a proper rank, perhaps? Nah, okay, we're not going to actually marry her off to anyone because then we'd lose her and she's an excellent commander. Speaking of which, we're putting her in. How long is it before my truces run out? That's the next one. The Chief of Ilman. Anyway, the story with my little episode in Saves Coming in Coronia is, you see here, the boss of Coronia, he's got 1.13k troops. He's got a few tribal vassals. Let's see how many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tribal vassals. Estimate it. He's a bad estimation because he was just at war with a dude. Estimate that each one has roughly 800 troops. So, we'll put him up there and say 1,000. That gives him about 7,000, say 8,000 troops. He pulled 12 grand from events. Just out of nowhere, 12 grand. It was insane. I may have raged a little bit. But yeah, he just pulled 12 grand out. It was insane. Like, I had 20,000 troops running around. I can raise 9,000. With my vassals, we managed to scrape together 12. 11 if we're being fair. It's just like, nope, that's utter bullshit. All right, we're going to let this place get another market village as well. Maybe down here as well while we're being nice. We are going to improve some of these places. Oh, let's go hunting and save a skilled. Right. So considering we're not going to war for another 3 months, put the ships down for the moment. Yep, there's the note. It's got 60 days left. What we do need to do is get some retinues. We're going to grab 2 shock retinues because that's a lot of heavy infantry. And we're going to tell them that we're not going to actually be in the army. Thank you very much. We will have those reinforced at their full rate for the moment. That heavy infantry should be very good for us. And a couple of extra archers can't hurt. We're missing a commander, but I think Odir decided to pull out. Well, this one's probably our next best. Oh, he's been imprisoned by King Adelgrim the Usurper. The fuck is King Adelgrim? Now we are doing a little bit of a bad search here because it's not. There we go. Ah, the King of Middle Francia. Insane, syphilitic, and wounded. Well, dear, that's really what you get when you raid places. Alright, our truce is finished over here. So, while we can declare for a lot of things, the one we actually want is Ainen. Is he assassinatable? No, he's not. That's fine. He's not going to go with vassalization, really. Now, let's see how we go. Now, we're not going to include retinue in this fight. We're actually going to reduce retinue to half reinforcing rate while we do this. We are going to call in everybody, though. So what I do is that we find retinue and tell it not to go anywhere, and we get out of a damned army. Hello. Our war was just declared invalid because I think that guy just managed to die. Yeah, he no longer controls the place. Yep, he literally just died. That is amazing for us because now this guy who only owns this province, that's perfect actually. That's fucking amazing. I am we're going to take vassalization, so we're just going to declare war on him and off we go. Raise up all my troops, but I won't call anybody else's in. Well, that's an amazing turn of good fortune. Hopefully he doesn't get event troops out the arse. Yeah, this is going to be crushing. We do have some Estonians who have rocked up to pillages over here. That's not great, but it's actually incredibly manageable as well. All we'll do is we'll truck on over there before we go up to Karelia. And maybe we'll go and loot Estonia. Well, we won't loot them, but we'll go and attack Estonia for it, of course. Okay, let's see. Bjorg's already leading the army, so you can go there. And I think Rognhild is our next best. Yep, perfect. Come on, lads. We've got wars to fight. And I mean, they're not really worth raiding either. We kind of do it to be an asshole. You know what? We've got a big enough army here. Split it in half. Not leading the fucking army. This force comes down here to deal with that. This force gets a couple of new commanders and goes up here to deal with that. Off we go, lads. Oh shit, hang on. Not even a need to do that. This army goes that way. These guys gather, pop me out of the army. Gonna need a few ships. A few more ships, thank you. Perfect. And they're both kind of going the same way anyway. Hop aboard, head on into the Gulf. Now, these aren't even my troops, so I'm just going to land them. And we're going to have a bit of a fight. We're not taking the landing penalty because, well, why would we? But we will probably lose that fight. We did, but we did cut down his dudes a little bit. And now I'm going to get rid of this fleet here. Who is a Nupa Valude? Yeah, whatever. That's fine. They'll just pop back on over here. We'll join up and go in. And you'll see, yeah, we also helped out a bit with the siege. Not amazingly, but, it was all right. Gather together and in you go. Now they're running. Back to their ships, actually, which is kind of funny to me. Yeah, we had a little bit of a fight there. Good on it. Colbjorn, what are you doing? You know what? He's not even needed there. And actually, no, that was exactly what we did. We did actually spec that up. I'm gonna go in and fight. Fuck them. They want to get shitty about it. Hmm. So it's not going to let us do that. So we're going to head on back here. We obviously can't lay siege to them at this point in time. That's fine. We're just going to head on back here, toggle on looting, and in we go. Meanwhile, we've won this war over here. So we're going to enforce demands. Yep, thank you. Thank you. We're going to put down this army. They're not needed anymore. Now that is part of these lands up here. So this guy's stuff. Grant landed title. What are we calling it now? Onega. There you go, buddy. All yours. And in that time, I think my truce of this guy will have worn off. Nope, not yet. So that's High Chief Turo. Yeah, the 12th of next year. So 12th of August next year. But in the meantime, we're just going to loot his shit because he's been an asshole to us. You want to stop that, buddy? Because I will throw you in jail. Same with you. And you. That's enough of you plotting. I mean, technically, we could also take a few more lands in here as well, because these guys have nothing. I could grab bits of Pomeroy and Ladiga, probably Viadich as well, but it's really not what I'm after at this point in time. It's not within our realm of what we're looking for, which is a bit of a shame, but whatever. Ah, good. We've got a bunch of improvements built. So let's build some more. Move these guys back to where they should be. Yep, perfect. So doing this is costing us a bit of money because it's only a little bit. It's $3. We'll keep going with it. But it's the principle of a thing. You raid me, I fuck you up. Marley want to marry my goddamn granddaughter here. Well, no, she's actually just my daughter. Fuck off. Oh, that shows me that there's a rebellion going on in France again. It's an elective monarchy war. It doesn't matter. What about this one? That's somebody's revolt for the place. Oh, wish you the best. Truce is expiring with this dude up north. That's cool. There we go. We've looted the place. And oh, we've actually done pretty good on this looting business. We've kidnapped a few ladies and children. All right, well, good news, mate. I will sell you back your things. Now, somebody just wanted to see Odir dead, so let's have a look at that. Stop it. Rest of them I couldn't really give a shit about. All right, boys, head on in to the home areas so that I can just get rid of you. Excellent. Remove them. And now I've got some, as well as crippling his, monetary income for a bit. Let's see if we can sell off any of these fine ladies to him. Well, that's not really to him. She was paying her own ransom. Seems pretty unwilling to pay for these people. I mean, we'll take the ones that we can, but, whatever. The rest of them are, skulls for the skull throne. We've just turned the reinforcement rate of our retinue back up to max. Get that shit all sorted out. Why would you need to be in a pagan defensive pact against the Arabs? Like, be realistic. Now, how are we doing on our imperial claims? Let's have another look at that. We got a bit distracted. So we're at 75%. I think that's 4 more provinces and we'll have it. So we need to go to war with Satakunda. That'll be 1. Estonia will be another 1. And Estonia's truce ends the start of next year. Then we'll need another 2, which will have to come from Coronia or Svipjod itself. Not Svipjod, Shalland. Or Pictland, but I'm a little leery about going to war with Pictland. He does only... Oh no, that's not him. This is him. He's got lines of Mercia, Cornwall, and Powys. So Mercia, Cornwall, and Powys is in there. It's not the best. And he's got a bunch of tribal vassals as well. And I mean, if we look at Mercia, Mercia can call on a fair number of troops, actually, for its size. Yeah, not really worth it. All right, I might let these guys finish. No, we'll put them on half rate again and declare war on this loser. He is allied to Estonia, but Estonia is tragically in no shape to help him out. Won't take vassalization, of course. So I will take your land. Don't care about those guys. Those guys can fuck off. There we go. Leave behind the retinue. Take myself out of the army, as usual. Let's get moving. Yep, he's got 237 troops, which is enough to besiege this place. And maybe that place. He's going to Candelax though, so that's fine. He did call in the High Chief of Estonia, but, well... Okay, look, just stop that. Let's have a look at the laws real quick. We could change some of these laws. I think these are where we want them to be. Yep. City levies are not exactly where we want them to be. I'd like the tax to go up there because that would level out that eventually. Yep, so that's my current law. And it's passed. I would also like to raise up the tribal organization because we're going to have to do that at some point if we want to, where are we? If we want to found a merchant republic or become feudal. But we'll have to work on that. I mean, as we continue to rule this place, our opinion will only continue to grow because that's how it works. We get a bonus here. Should I split the troops up again, send some down to Estonia just because? I think that sounds like a fair idea. So, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was that one. Really, just puts me in the army. So we've got 2 armies here. One of them actually has a decent amount of... Wow, that's some terrible organization, guys. Yeah, that's better. This one as well, like seriously? What the fuck is going on here? Anyway, we're putting Kolbjorn in charge of this one with, let's say, Ingjald, and he can head on down here like that. And this other one looks pretty fine, actually. Ingborg. There we go. Get to work, lads. A lot of messages about people approving our laws. Looks like the high chiefs themselves are getting involved, so that's good. Means we get a chance to capture them. Our Truce of Estonia is actually beginning to expire. This kid needs a guardian. He's pretty good at stewardship, so we'll train him up in that. He is going to move out of there. That's fine. Our daughter became brilliant. So let's see if we can just quickly make her a commander of something. We'll replace Yirsa with her if we can. There she is. This flank here. There we go. We did just build a few things, but we're in no position to make any expenditures. Okay, they did manage to actually take that little bit, but we'll intercept them and retake it fairly quickly. There's the fight. Done. I'm just going to push it. Thank you. And then we're going to hop into Satakunta. Oh, he's gone down into Curonia. That's an interesting choice. Very courageous decision by the AI there. What he's probably going to try and do is loop around and distract me with it. But that many troops, not a concern to me right now. Great. I might push that because we are in an attrition zone. Heavy attrition zone, actually. So push it. It's done. That's actually the entire war down. Done. Sorry. And yeah, I'm not going to punish him that much. So let's get them out. We'll call it a victory. Done. Now, I don't want that bit of land. Who's it supposed to belong to? This guy. These troops are down. Thank you. And now what we're doing is moving these troops out. And as soon as they get out, we'll be declaring war on Estonia and going back in after we, get rid of them. So get rid of them. Come back here. Estonia, your alliance is Rostov. Shouldn't matter. It's a conquest of that place. Let's do it. Troops are up. We'll take all of them this time, except for the retinue, of course. And me. Yeah, he's got event troops that have popped up. Let's just have a quick check of that. Yeah, event spawned 2000. Annoying, but we can deal with 2000. And he did call in Rostov. That's fine. Just want to have a quick check of Kurania. Did he? Ah, Yeah, I think I know why he managed to get 12,000 troops. He has a massive amount of prestige. So we'll probably just wait for him to die before we go and, harass his successor. So I'm not dealing with that sort of level of tribal army bullshit. We've got a budget deficit. It's a fairly major issue. So we're going to tell these guys not to reinforce, and we're going to say that 8,000 troops is enough. Let's go. Yep, and Colbjorn. Thank you. See if we can get this war done nice and quick, because we're still going to be losing money out of that. And I would very much like not to have to deal with deficit issues. Fuck off. Yep, that's fine. We have hit the end of the episode, so we'll wrap this war up next time. But in the meantime, I have been Sub, you've been yourselves. Later. Oh, better pause this shit. So later now.